Now I'm going to, as Nancy said, thank you. As Nancy said, mentioned briefly that I was very fortunate and surprised to receive the honor of being an official poet of Birland. And people don't know what, to the people who don't know what Birland is or where it is, it's a tiny strip of desert situated between Egypt and Sudan. No one has claimed it until now. Now they have a king, they have a queen. The princess was going to be in our audience tonight. I don't know if she is or not. And they are doing their best to create a country without limitation, without prejudice. They're allowing everyone there to be free, to worship and react to the world in any way they want. I love the idea. It's like a utopian dream come true, and I hope it does come true. They do have connections with a number of countries in the world, and including a representative and ambassador to the United Nations. So we're getting somewhere there, and it's just happening right now. And as I told the princess one day, I said, well, I feel like a founding father. She says, Joe, you are a founding father. And that's the last thing I ever thought I would ever be. So anyway, I got a, it's a happy laugh. I can't believe it's happening. But anyway, I'm going to read a couple things that I wrote for those people. And the first one is called Africa in the Morning. My heart stops in silence when I recall the days when we could dance and sing and play our drums. Dear, sweet mother of darkness, you loved us so well. You fed us so sweetly in order to make us strong, make us warriors, make us happy and fruitful. Our neighbors walked on hooves and claws. Danger watched over us, familiar and honest. We learned from the soil, from the trees, from the dwellers above the clouds. My brothers were the first to see, the first to leave, the first to vanish into the sea. We called their names. We held their children. We followed their footprints to where freedom dies. Tonight, I carry it with me, all inside the world that is not where I have lived. I count the galaxies from here to there, from my hand to the blade that opens the wound that bleeds out the hate and the chains of humanity. The great and the small have suffered this fate, have been remembered and honored. The light and the dark have been resurrected upon my journey. Let it come, let it purify with love at last, where the sun illuminates the path within the continent of everlasting liberty. The next one is called Our Beloved Land. In the time when Eden grew and flourished, where man and beast were together nourished, the sun could rise upon the garden, green and lush and not yet hardened. There was a spirit in the air. Its dwelling place was everywhere. Its name was peace. It thrived among the hearts and minds, both old and young. Here music played and children danced, and every person had a chance to call on Creator face to face, to come into merciful grace. But over time, temptation grew, pride and greed and jealousy too. These plagues set fire to all that lived, corruption that the land could not forgive. Until 1,000 years had passed, a tribe of visionaries to trespass, to see the beauty yet to be, with song and work that all might see. What hides beneath a haloed moon, to glow in darkness this brave commune, fueled by action and by word, a poet's anthem to be heard, to carry us back to our sweet domain, to walk in happiness we shall remain, with truth and freedom hand in hand, a loving nation, our beloved land, Birland. One more for Birland, just because I want to. I don't usually write in rhyme, but I kind of like it once in a while. I'll do it. Just makes me feel young again. Like Adam before you, you rise from the dust, free and unrestrained by the burden of history, the floor of the planet where the footprints are cast. To the future we step together in time with the stars that light the night sky in a land abandoned, where innocence, tolerance, and mercy may flourish. A population of immigrants and refugees, home of the homeless, a dark paradise. I like that, dark paradise. Let the rain fall to soften the path of the courageous who meditate upon a peaceful future. Let your crops grow tall and green in their splendor. May your cattle grow fat in the warmth of the sun. A land of future kings and living queens. Equatorial Eden, once forgotten. Your constitution is justice and a generous hand. Now resurrected, a nation without peer. Your capital city, the heart of man. Thank you all.